Hello students, today we are going to start the next part of the excretory products and their elimination, that is the different type of waste products produced by different animals. We have already completed the mechanism of urine formation, how urine is produced inside our kidneys, structure of kidney, then inside a nephron, how the mechanism occurs in 3 steps we have completed. So now we will see that different type of aquatic organisms, terrestrial organisms as well as aerial organisms produces different types of waste product. So what are they, we will discuss in this video. So first of all, we will see that what happens in case of the aquatic organism. Okay, so in this, first of all, we'll see what happens to the freshwater organism and the marine water organism. So one thing you need to know, that the waste product of the freshwater fishes is ammonia, but if it comes to marine fishes, they are going to produce the urea as waste product. So what is the reason behind it, we will see in detail. Because see, in case of excretory system, the kidney functions two functions. What are they? One is they waste, or they produce the waste product, they remove the waste product outside our body. It is not only this function, that same kidneys will perform another function too, that is maintain salt and solvent, that means solute and ionic concentration, or it is helping in osmoregulation. So just see, the same similar type of phenomenon occurs here also in this case. So what is happening to the freshwater and the marine water fishes? So just see, this is suppose a fish. So in this case, this is a fish here and this is another fish here. Okay, so what is it? See, in the water, that means in the environment, the solute concentration is very less. It is around 50 milliosmol per liter. Means the salt water is going to have more solutes in it. It is around 1000 milliosmol per liter. Okay, that means the water also have the solutes in it. In freshwater condition, the water contains very less solute, it is around 50 milliosmol per liter, and in the marine condition, the water is already saline, it is going to have more solutes in it, it is around 1000 milliosmol per liter. Inside the body of the fishes, it is going to maintain the around 300 milliosmol per liter. Isn't that? So it is also the same. It is in the marine fish's body inside also. We also have the solutes, isn't? So we have, that means the fishes have around 300 milliosmol, or around 200 to 300 milliosmol per liter solutes in their body. So what will happen to this freshwater condition and the marine water condition? See, first of all, here, as compared to the environment, inside the body of the fish, less water is present. So they have already ingestion, that means water already enter inside their body. Okay, that is naturally the water will enter inside their body. And what will happen to the solutes? The solute as comparison to the outside, inside the fishes the solute concentration or the ions are more. So that's why the solute, suppose here it is inside the body is more, outside it is less, right? So solute will try to remove outside, isn't? So that will naturally happen if the movement of solute and solvent, you need to know, they will always try to maintain an isotonic medium. So what happens in their body, this type of mechanism or this will happen. So obviously they will have some adaptation too. Now in this marine condition, what will happen? See, in the water, the solute concentration is high and inside their body solute concentration is low. If you see the water as compared to the environment, this organism inside their body does that is the water is more, solvent is more, so water will tend to remove outside and the solute concentration is more outside, so the salts, the different ions will try to enter inside their body, because comparatively inside the body the solute concentration is less. So that's why solute will try to enter inside their body. Okay, so this will naturally happen if they don't have any adaptation. So yes, they have some adaptation. So what are the adaptations? See, in the freshwater fishes, what they have abundance of water. If you see, they have already the water that is present inside the body. So they avoid drinking of water. That means they don't drink water. Okay, but it sounds weird, but yes, in the freshwater condition, the fishes avoid drinking water because already inside their body more water is there. So to avoid more water repulsion from their body, they have to do the excess of water to outside the body. So that's why they don't drink water. And what happens in this condition, marine condition, already from their body water is removed outside. Okay, so this has naturally happened. So it seems like they're already in the scarcity of water because constantly from their body water is removed outside to the environment. So that's why they have to constantly drink water. So this is the second thing that will happen. Next thing, in their body, to avoid the solute movement from their body to outside, they have the scales. So these scales will prevent the solute loss from their body, and yes, also they are going to have scales too, so that excess of solute will not enter inside their body. So to produce the urea, we need to have more water, and already inside the body of the freshwater condition, the fishes, they have already abundance of water. So that's why the waste product produced after metabolic waste is ammonia. So ammonia can be released as it is. Okay, there is no problem with it because they have already abundance of water. So that's why with water the ammonia is released as it is. But what is happening to the marine water condition, that in this condition they have already scarcity of water, and to remove ammonia from their body they need more water, because around only 1 gram of ammonia requires 500 ml of water in it. So that's why what they do actually, they cannot waste that much of water because they already have scarcity of water. So that's why they convert the ammonia into urea. It is 1 lakh time less toxic to ammonia, and second thing, they can also conserve that urea for a little bit more time. Urea requires less water to remove outside because they have already scarcity of water. So that's why urea is the waste product in case of marine fishes. Okay, so this is what happens in case of the aquatic and the marine water condition. Second thing, what we need to know, that what is happening to the next group of organism. This is the first group of organism, fishes we have seen. Second group of organism like amoeba. So amoeba is living also in the freshwater condition, in the streams, in the ponds, in the drains. The amoeba we can see. So amoeba already have more solutes in their body, and the freshwater condition they don't have that much solute. So already water constantly enter inside their body. So they have some contractile. Okay, they have some contractile vacuole, and with the help of the vacuole they repel the water outside. Okay, so this is one mechanism of the excretion or maintain osmoregulation in their body. Amoeba does this thing. Next one, in case of human, what we produce, where our waste product is urea. Already we have seen, because we are terrestrial organism, we have scarcity of water, and if it happens that 12% of our body fluid or body water is removed outside, we will die. Okay, so that's why to avoid that, what we have to do, we have to constantly drink water, avoid dehydration. Second thing, what we can do, that we can eat moist food. Okay, so these are the things we can do. Next thing about the third group of organism, which is very much interesting to know, that is camels. What will happen to the camels? So camel, you know, they live in the desert. The desert have already scarcity of water. So what they do, they actually they can store whenever they are in the desert and they have scarcity of water, they can store the urea in their body, and whenever they will be rehydrated, means once again they will get water, they drink water, and they can release the urea from their body. But whenever they are in the scarcity of water, they do not produce even urine. Whatever the waste product they are producing inside their body, that will be used up in another metabolic functions and another metabolic works. Okay, and one more thing you need to know, that in case of camel, they can eat around liters of water in 10 minutes. Okay, so that is what happens in case of camel. Next one, another thing you need to know, that different type of organism produce different type of waste product. Some organism release ammonia. So this group of organism will be known as ammonotelic organism. Some will produce urea, that will be called as ureotelic organism, and some will produce uric acid, so that will be called as the uricotelic organism. Remember, the organism which is releasing ammonia, that will be called as ammonotelic organism. Okay, those who are releasing urea, that will be called as ureotelic organism, and those who are releasing uric acid, that will be called as uricotelic organism. And obviously what will happen, our waste product is ammonia. Whenever we and what is the reason why we are not releasing ammonia? Because after the protein digestion and absorption, after assimilation, in our metabolic cellular respiration, we produce ammonia from the protein. So why we are producing, or why we are converting ammonia to urea by urea cycle? This is about the scarcity of water. As we have scarcity of water, because 1 gram of ammonia require 500 ml of water. Half liter of water is required just to dissolve 1 gram of ammonia. So that's why we don't have that much of water. We have to release a little bit less toxic type of waste product, and also this require less water. Okay, so around 50 ml of water will be required to dissolve 1 gram of urea. Okay, so that's why we produce urea. And also this organism, those have 50 ml of water is also it's not possible for some of the species like birds. So they will convert urea even to uric acid, and then now the 1 gram of uric acid require only 10 ml of water. It's kind of insoluble in water. Okay, so there are different group of organisms which are ammonotelic, ureotelic, uricotelic organisms. Okay, what are they? See, some of the examples are here. Ammonotelic organism, the bony fishes. Okay, bony fishes are ammonotelic. Then aquatic amphibia. Okay, aquatic amphibians are monotelic. Then some aquatic insects, they are also monotelic. Okay, if it comes to ureotelic, then yes, we human mammals actually are ureotelic. Next one, some terrestrial other organisms, you can say chondrichthyes. Already I have told you about the marine fishes. So in case of chondrichthyes, they release urea as the waste product. Okay. Next one, and some reptiles too. Okay, some reptiles also produce urea as the waste product. If it comes to uric acid, some of the birds, maximum birds, they release uric acid. Some of the terrestrial amphibians. Okay, terrestrial amphibians, they produce uric acid, and yes, very few of the reptiles also. Okay, they also produce uric acid. Okay, so these are the different type of waste product I have told you. Why they have to produce that type of waste product, this is about it. Then after that, we need to know that whenever our body produces ammonia, why and how we are converting to urea. I have told you this is by a cycle that is called as urea cycle. Why we have to convert ammonia to urea? Because we have scarcity of water. We cannot afford actually half liter of water just to dissolve 1 gram of ammonia. This is not possible for us. right? So that's why our body convert the ammonia into urea in the liver. So how this will happen, see, this process we will see by a cycle, and that cycle is called as urea cycle. So what happens in our body, we will see in a cycle called urea cycle. Okay, so urea cycle occurs in which part of our body? That is in the liver. So in the liver we have the hepatocytes. So in the hepatocytes ammonia convert to urea. So what are the requirements are there? Okay, so what are the requirements that we need to produce to urea? What are the things, raw materials will be needed? Yes, obviously we'll require just one molecule of ammonia. Okay, actually two molecules ammonia will be required, but one molecule will come from the metabolism. Okay, that means from the protein. Okay, and second one that will come from another cycle. Okay, that will be from the Krebs cycle. Okay, next one, the another thing we need one carbon dioxide, and next that will be two ATPs. Okay, that will be the waste, different requirements required. So two molecules of ammonia, one will come from protein metabolism, another will come from the Krebs cycle. Second thing, one molecule of carbon dioxide will be required and two ATPs. If you see the structure, okay, of the urea, then this will be the structure. This is the carbon present middle, and on both the two sides we are going to have two molecules of ammonia, and to produce this we require two ATPs. So how this will happen inside the liver? How this will happen? See, the whole cycle, actually it will be not given in the NCERT, and also you will not require it in the whole NEET syllabus. It is not needed, but then also you can remember. So suppose this is the liver, and here we have the, simply I will tell you, okay, this will be your mitochondria. In the mitochondria there will be two steps occur, and in the cytoplasm three steps will be occurred. Okay, so this urea cycle is a 5-step cycle. What are they? You can remember at least this: C, C, A, O. I hope you can remember this C, C, A, O. So you just fill it out. First of all, carbamoyl phosphate. Second, here we will produce citrulline. Here it is arginosuccinic acid. Next one, this is arginine. Here it is ornithine. Okay. Now just see, carbamoyl phosphate, how it will be produced? One molecule of ammonia has to come from metabolism of protein. Next, one ATP will be required, and carbamoyl, somewhere it is related to carbon dioxide, so one carbon dioxide will be required. So in presence of the enzyme, it will be converted into citrulline. Next one, the citrulline in presence of enzyme comes outside of the mitochondria. Okay, and after that it will produce arginosuccinic acid. Okay, that arginosuccinic acid will be produced only when from the Krebs cycle aspartate will come, and aspartate means here one ammonia will be added and another ATP will come. Okay, then this arginosuccinic acid in presence of enzyme will be converted into arginase or arginine. Next one, it will be converted into ornithine, and whenever ornithine is produced, this ornithine of the previous cycle, it will add up to produce the next product in the next cycle, carbamoyl phosphate. Once again, if it is ASC, remember carbamoyl phosphatase will be an enzyme which will be used up here to produce carbamoyl phosphate. And yes, whenever from arginine ornithine is produced, as a byproduct urea will be released, and this urea will be taken up by the blood, and this blood vessels will with urea will enter in the kidney so that filtration can occur. So this will be the urea cycle. Enzymes you can write it down, but this is the simplest way how can you remember, and rest of the things you will get in the book. Easily you can remember. If you don't remember also, that's fine totally. Just where it occur, what are the different type of products produced by, waste product produced by different organisms, that thing you can know, and the adaptation of the freshwater fishes and the marine water fishes, that will be most important. So that's all for today. I hope you understand. Thank you.